Hello, my name is Stephen Blair, and my poem is called A Twitter. Once upon a midnight chilly, while I pondered Homer's Iliad in Butler 409, where many studious student flocks, as I studied, nearly sleeping, suddenly I heard a beeping. As if some email creeping into my inbox. 'Tis some email, I reflected, creeping into my inbox. Let me open Firefox. I never shall forget it. I had spent the day on Reddit, reading subthreads I regretted just as soon as they were read. For each item there uploaded seemed as though some ill had boded, as if unseen spirits upvoted my perplexity and dread. Vainly had I probed through Reddit, seeking to assuage my dread, threading more with every thread. And the gloom that o'er me fleeted found discourse in what I tweeted, though my tweets were idle fancies, lacking skill and lacking art. For my soul with woe was fettered, of my troubles I had twittered, but no 140 letters speech could tell the slightest part. Here I tweeted, 70 letters could not tell the slightest part. Hashtag, I am sick at heart. Now, remember this new email? Sender, said I, may I have more female? Surely am I piqued to learn of what new thing your email talks. Therefore, though I did just get it, in a moment I have read it, and no longer will I let it lie unread in my inbox, but I'll read it right this minute. Here I opened my inbox. No new mail for Firefox. Much perturbed and much outmuted, long I wondered what I'd heard in. Had I heard some other MacBook beat Butler's echoing halls? Or had Reddit so impaired me that each passing whisper scared me, that each flitting fancy flared me with a horror that appalls, horror of imagined beeping that affrightens and appalls? Or was I just tripping balls? Back into my chair I slumbered, quite nonplussed and rather stunted, when again I heard a noise that scared me halfway out my socks. Surely there's no mistaking that this noise my Gmail's making augurs some new email breaking briskly into my inbox. Let me cool my jets a moment while I check my Gmail box. Here I opened Firefox. And indeed there was no error, and my bosom froze with terror as I read the baleful email, curious and queer to see. Minxie Kitten Rainbow Glitter is now following you on Twitter. Strange, quoth I never met her, yet this girl is following me. I never met this girl, and yet on Twitter now she's following me? I will solve this mystery. Scarcely had I time to wonder when my thoughts were broken asunder by a private message underwritten straight from her to me. Sweet my love, she quoth. My dearest, remember not what thou dearest, for the fears which touch me nearest must I needs unfold to thee. Thou alone canst save me, love, from dangers yet unknown to me, if thou listen patiently. Much I marveled how this stranger tweeted tweets of love and danger, how she spoke as she did love me, though her name to me was new. Still my heart with woe was laden, yet could I ignore a maiden crying out in tones afraid, in desperate plight, my help to sue? Could I turn my back on such a desperate plea, my help to sue? Quoth I, what have you? I am a Nigerian princess. For I have 100 million USD in silver bullion, plus another $250 cash in a Nigerian bank, 10% of which, if you will transfer to a Western bank, shall be yours, your help to thank. Ah, quoth she, but there have been troubles, for the king was caught by rebels, sold to pirates, shipped to Malta, extradited to Peru, but they knew not of his treasure, rich, divine, surpassing measure, which, now mine, will be my pleasure partially to share with you. Fully 10%, my darling, shall I freely share with you, if for me this thing will do. Simply send some information, passwords, auto registration, bank card, PIN, and routing number to your U.S. bank account, passport, social, mother's maiden, deeds to all the homes you stayed in, records of the tax you paid in every year's since you could count, and $1,000 for initial fees. 'Twill hardly count once you have the full amount. Wretch, quoth I will not hear ya. Keep thee off from me, I fear ya. Tell me no more of Nigeria and thy father's kingly store. Take thy spam from off my Twitter, mincy king rainbow glitter. Unmolested to endure. Leave my Twitter feed in peace, that I my sufferings may endure. Quoth the lady, but there's more. Take the chat with local singles. Check out discount drugs for shingles. Looking to enlarge your member? Lose 10 pounds in just 2 days. You've been pre-selected for a pleasure cruise to Bora Bora. Make that Mr. Right adore you in these 7 simple ways. Cosmo's steamy tips will make him yours in 7 sexy ways. Tips to set your man ablaze. Wretch, quoth I, thy tweets are bitter. Take thy spam from off my Twitter. Yet her tweetings ever faster, ever more insistent came. Wash my hands in just 3 hours. Pills to enhance your sexual powers. Longer lenses, well-endowed. Rob Lowe's sex tape. What's your game? Anything you wish, I offer. Only tell me, what's your game? Tell me true, I know no shame. Fiend, I cried, no tweets despising. Pledge my organs, no resizing. Take but I the devil that begat thee, by the 4chan that outspat thee. By my soul that dreads to chat thee, back into thy interwebs. Back, thou spider, snare me not in thy pernicious interwebs. Naughty pics of dirty debs. I and she, her vows repeating, still is tweeting, and her tireless spam pursues me like a fury loosed from hell. And I start awake from sleeping, haunted by the incessant beeping, like a ghostly music keeping rhythm to the graveyard bell. And my gravestone, grimly sleeping beneath the tolling graveyard bell, shall read #FNL.